is hurting for some reason. We had a lovely day yesterday heading to the laundromat. Talking to Brett a bunch on the phone. That was fun. And dealing with the Cartersville residents. And both are pretty good. Most folks, when you're on a bicycle, are like neutral towards you. Some douchebags, like pathetic men children who drive squatted trucks in 2025, they throw things badly, probably because they didn't know how to throw things properly. Or maybe they were just trying to show me how big and tough they are in their sad little broken ass truck. I don't know. See, I don't really know how to take the weird squatted truck because it reeks of two different things. Both you have the money to modify a vehicle, but also incredible stupidity. And, you know, hubris towards other people, since we all know you can't see out the front your stupid squatted car. Is that why you were upset? Because I was on a bicycle, and unlike you and probably the rest of your ilk, I can actually walk and or ride for miles at a time. Like I said, y'all, sorry for being salty about it, and if you're one of these drivers that ain't a pain in my ass or a terrible person, it ain't about you, honey. You doing fine out there. Like I said, we're supposed to share the roads we all pay taxes for. Some of these children out here, though, and I say that with all the salt and none of the... Because, again, I also know there's a lot of cool kids out there, too. Like I said, it's frustrating. I figured I'd come in for funsies. Because, I mean, for real, it's like, dude... You think that it's my fault that our city is garbage? Maybe invest some in our city rather than your sad little display of, I don't even know what that shows. Because again, oh, it shows I can modify a vehicle. Yeah, but to what end? The people that modify the vehicles to where you can see the engines as they run, but the engines won't take water damage because, like, they're capped off or whatever. I'm not an engine or car guy. But that's pretty fucking cool. The guys and gals that like trick engines and vehicles out to look like different things. That's pretty cool. Honestly, when I first saw one of those kids, I thought, oh, poor kid, he put it on wrong. And then, oh no, looking stupid is the purpose. Again, then why throw things at other people just for existing? I just don't get it. It's like all the people that blow their horns to show, and I get when they're doing it out of anger. I get that one. It's when they blow their horn out of solidarity or whatever. That's not a nice gesture. It's not, woo, yeah. It's more like, shit. And then again, maybe it's because I've been hit twice. Twice I have been hit while being on these roads because our city doesn't see fit to provide sufficient pedestrian protection. We do put on a good festival, though. I'll give festival all the credit in the world. I'm just, like I said, I'm hoping one day the city will invest some in the people when it comes to, like, pedestrian sides. But then again, we literally have two sections of our town that are just dedicated to car dealerships. So I do sort of understand why the city doesn't maintain the roads perfectly. Because, I mean, in a city and area where people could walk around and everybody could share the road appropriately, we probably wouldn't have all the alcohol bottles in the ditches. We probably wouldn't have the ample amount of, like, you know, parts of the road that are carved out because folks that can't drive, shouldn't be driving, are definitely driving. Ditto to the number of people that were just, I don't know, I really like, I don't know, y'all, there are two wolves in my head right now. One wolf is saying, dude, totally get a good enough camera that you'll just record while you walk. And then record these stupid motherfuckers' faces, because they pretend like we're in high school, y'all. They pretend like, oh, I just need to play with my phone on my penis rather than play with it where anyone can see it. Then I won't get in trouble. You're missing the whole point, buddy. The whole point of no cell phone while you're driving is so your dumbass watches the road. Not the last tweet went out, not the cool YouTube video, not the bouncing tits on the screen if you're of a certain age. No, no, no. The road. That thing that you and a bunch of other citizens are sharing. And yeah, maybe I'm getting to be boomered in my old age, because I often hear people, and even people that I know that are just as upset about it as me, that'll go and fuck around with their cell phone. I'm like, well, what? I'm not. Ya are, though, Blanche. Ya are, though. It's like, don't get me wrong. I'm not, like, I'm throwing shade, but I'm not. Let's say you're stopped at a red light. Fuck it, who cares? At that point, yeah, you should be paying attention to the red light, but if you're not old and you don't have tunnel vision and you hold the phone up to the light, maybe there can be a case made there. But when you're going 35 or fuck's sake on the road that I'm walking on and riding my bike on typically, 65 in a fucking 40, maybe pay attention to the road that you're speeding on rather than, you know, whatever text you just got from whoever. Like I said, y'all, sorry to be that way. It's just yesterday it was a harrowing experience heading in. Both the road and some of, but not all, the drivers seemed like they was out to get me. And again, I'll remind you, it's not like I have a choice, because the city doesn't, this isn't Atlanta, this isn't Smyrna, this is, now Shifu's on the couch. This isn't Atlanta, this isn't Smyrna, this isn't any of the big blowing up city hubs that have those lovely little bikes that you can rent for $5 an hour or whatever it is, and the bike will go like 30 miles an hour. No, this is a one-gear, one-speed little bike that I'm doing my best on. And like some people are wonderful. I don't expect it with some of them. Some people will go clear onto the other lane when they pass and treat me like I'm a full-on car. And while yes, technically by the driver's manual, that's what you're supposed to do, because, again, if you don't know, even motorcyclists can tell you, as a bicyclist or a cyclist, if one of your tires fucks or one of your tires cackeyes in the middle of a straight shot, you're going to either go left or right, but one way or the other. And so it behooves you, if you're going to treat these bikes like they're people, like you should, that you give it enough space that if something in the road debris-wise or someone in front of me throws debris and I end up going ass over handlebars, you don't then hit me with your automobile because your dumb ass can't wait another 5 minutes. Or you can't give enough space. It's like, I don't know, I've been told the joke is funny, I've been told the joke goes too far. It's like, I kind of want to get a new insurance plan. I want to get a whole bunch of that tannerite from the gun shop, load it all the way through the hollow frame of the bike that makes it lighter, load it down, and then when one of these assholes hits me real good, we both go together. See, that's meant to be a joke, but it also comes off as wrong because, you know, it's insane that people just can't share the road or have bicycling lanes or share, period. What is it with Americans and mine? Like I said, it's not everybody. Let's be absolutely clear so I'm not coming off completely cynical and y'all missing the point. It's not everybody. There's quite a lot of good people out there. That's why, if I can muster it today, I've been riding a lot, but if I can muster it today, I'll probably head back into U Harley and see if there's any cleanup need to be done after the festival days. But I mean, the city council that does that has been doing a good job. And like I said, those festivals and things are a good time to, you know, see each other. But then again, like I said, I don't know. Maybe coming out into the public spectacle or whatever was what attracted the attention of said douchebags to throw a cup of refuse at me. I don't know. That's the downside to living in the South. Some people are just stupid and mean for stupid and mean's sake. And we don't let them affect us outside of looking at them and going, wow, how fucking sad their life must be. That the only way for them in their stupid, very dumb design truck, yes, stupid, dumb, not great analogies together, but I mean, y'all, it was a van truck to begin with. Not like a truck. One of those trucks that we used to call them soccer dad trucks. Because they're trucks, but you went ahead and you put a back on it, put seats inside. It's not a truck anymore, it's a van. You just don't want to have a van-shaped van, so it's a truck-shaped van. We used to laugh at dudes that did that with the normal-looking ones that were just normal into the ground. Now their kids have come about, and due to their fragile masculinity, oh, it's not a van, it's a truck. And then they squat the thing down to where they can't see out the front of it. And it looks like their van is taking a shit while it goes down the road. I mean, it's the same thing as riding a bike has gotten me to where I used to not really care so much about the Clean Air Act. I mean, I care in the sense that we're leaving behind a total terrible trash heap for the next generation while pretending like we give a single fuck about the next generation. But beyond that, it's like, no, you start to care about the Clean Air Act in a selfish way when you're going and every other vehicle that passes by just billows black smoke out of it. Why? Because they're either too lazy to get it fixed or they don't care because, well, I'm going 45 miles down the road. I don't have to breathe it. Fuck, I don't care. Y'all, if I could just get y'all to care a little bit, my fellow Americans, just a little bit. I'm not saying go out there and fix the world, though that is what we need to fucking do. I'm saying care. Bare minimum care. That's all I'm saying. But then again, that drum's been being beat since people became people. I mean, as it, yeah. It's like the tie between, because some days I see folks that are out there and they are going above and beyond. And there are some nice folks, like this old man that I've argued with. I think it's the same old fella. I don't know for sure. But I've argued with this old fella in a truck like 3 times on, no, I'm good, I don't need a ride, thank you, but I don't need, because, y'all, it's not about, Ben, I'm trying, Ben, thank you, I'm trying to record here, and in the back, all I'm hearing is thump, 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 stop, thank you, take a break from scratching. Do you need a bath? I can go give you a bath today. Okay, then chill out. Hey, Chad, he might still be getting a bath today. But, no, like I said, y'all, it's just, some of the people, but not all of the people, and it's very important to remember not all of the people. Because, like I said, it's for just as many assholes, and I do mean capital A assholes, as there are out there. There are a bunch of, like, that nice kid at the laundromat who came up to me talking about her dad liked to ride bikes and how, like, she respected us for being able to do that because she couldn't even walk places. And I'm like, well, I mean, if the city provided things, and I stand by it, y'all, if the city provided things for people walking, pedestrian kind of things, I guarantee you people would get out and do it because it's fun. And if it's not fun because something on you is hurting, well then, hello, call me Dongo, how you doing? I did, but in a fun way. I got fired, but I got fired with like 2 to 4 weeks of vacation pay that has just now started to get touched on. And I am looking for other jobs, but for now I'm just enjoying myself. Also, it should be said, I didn't get fired because of what I said. I got fired because apparently 3 to 4 people on dude's behalf went to the restaurant and threatened the staff. They said it was an unsafe work environment for the other people because of that. And yeah, it's sad, but you know, shit is. Terrible people do terrible things. Another reason why, you know, universal health care would do good for our country, because healthy people don't do insane shit like that. But if you check the shorts feed out, I did upload from... I gotta go somewhere where the stones ain't. I did upload from the fall festival, and it was fun. Got to get out and see people. Kind of made a tiny bit of an ass of myself, because I was told by like 2 or 3 people on the Facebook, hey, it's going to be a costume affair. It's, you know, not just fall festival, but Halloween festival. So I did up my makeup, looked all eldritch horror-like, and when I showed up, it was like, oh, that's a cute pilgrim outfit. Oh, that's a lovely pure white little dress with the frills. Oh, it looks old to... Ah, shit, I did not dress accordingly for this occasion. Because, yeah, about the 4th person in costume walks by me, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting it. Now, this is Pilgrim Days, and I'm dressed for Halloween. Well, it's okay. I've got, like, 2 other people coming to hang out, so we'll just be the merry, weird bunch. It's cool. And then both of them canceled, and I was like, okay, well, fuck it. I'll be the weird one. About that, I'd been there for about 2 hours. The makeup was starting to cook on, and I was like, okay, fuck the weird one. I'm done. Went, took the makeup part off, had a lovely conversation with the librarian as she was heading out the door. They got to close early on account of the festival. Bought a couple little art projects from the locals that I love. They're little 3D printed possums, and I thought they was neat. Different booths, though, trying to support multiple artists. And then because my friend and partner's really into, like, jams and jellies, and I know he always orders the blackberry one, PS4. But since my friend really likes jams and jellies, I got him 2 things of farm-raised blackberry preserves. I'm waiting for him to crack them open so he'll tell me how they are, because I do like them. I'm just not as big on them as... It's like teas. I like tea. He can tell me when a tea was brewed by tasting it. So when it comes to, like, reviewing, I kind of fall on him to review, because with me it's just, that's good tea. Well, actually, this tea was... And I'm like, oh, he knows more about tea. But it was a fun thing. I'm going to check the local thing. If I can start getting a safe passage with the bicycle into town, or at least safer, maybe a better set of mountain bike tires so I can take to the grass better. But I'll start trying to attend the library's 10 a.m. Tai Chi meetings. It could be fun. Like I said, I intend to get more involved in local affairs, and I've already started to talk with people about when the Humane Society does its volunteer sign-up. So like I said, y'all, all this did was open me up more for the people. After we get done playing for about an hour on here, I'm going to go start making art projects and little craft things. I'm going to check into getting a booth opened, and due to an ample amount of scrutiny and caution, I've already contacted the folks that do Cult of the Lamb, and at least talking to a few of their spokespeople, they're cool with it as long as it don't cost them money. I'm going to start trying to market Knuckle Bones here in the U.S. It's a dice game that basically anyone can play it. All you need is 1d6 and a sheet of paper. But I'm going to start making some fun little collectible stuff out of both cardboard, wood, and other things like that. And maybe people want to play. If they want one of the nice pretty rock or wood carved designs, maybe they pay $1 or 50 cents or so to play. If they want just one of the neat little cardboard cult things. Oh, no. My friend's purchasing one or in the process of finding one he likes, but I don't really do cars, considering that I live in a country where people will drive their car to the end of their driveway to pick up mail and then drive it back. Someone's got to push back. Someone's got to, and while I would never tell anyone, no, don't, I'll be the one person going against the grain. I don't know, you know? I can't control anyone else, I can control myself. If I'm going to Ren Fair or the other side of Atlanta, yeah, I'll get a ride from somebody. But if it's local and in town and I can get there on a bicycle, why would I waste gas and kill the planet? Just feels like a losing situation to me, personally. Again, no judgment. A little bit of shade maybe, but no judgment. As I said, I was very surprised that I managed to get home yesterday with basically 2 loads of laundry, but it was kind of fun because I had the bag loaded on the crap, what would it be called? It's not really a wagon, it's just like a little basket for the back seat though, so it doesn't have edges, and it's a good tie-off point. Well, you know, me being a showman by heart, I have these lovely little skeletons, like I've got a skeletal rat eating a skeletal scorpion. I Yeah, I think that's the one. He's the one that had his followers brigade my workplace. Well, former workplace. Well, see, this is where it's kind of difficult, because no hard feelings. It was corporate did the deed for, like, other people's safety. Miss Donna said she should just call the cops on the motherfuckers. And I was like, I agree with Miss Donna. Listen to the Miss Donna. But corporate was like, no, with these situations, if we give in, then they'll stop. So they gave me I think I had 2 to 4 weeks vacation pay set up that I just hadn't touched yet because I didn't normally take my vacations. I said, the thing that happened with Old Glory, if I recall correctly, because he's big on the doxing and he ain't got much of a life, he really wanted to fight me on the street because I got no pity for the dead Nazi Charlie Kirk. You know, the one that everyone's already forgotten about except for Candace Owens. But yeah, he decided that that was a cause to crusade on. Brigaded my workplace, threatened several people, and got me fired due to it. But I mean, one can say that. One could also say I got 2 weeks notice from my boss because, again, I'll point out, I got fired, but my work pay's still going, and I still got enough money in the bank that I ain't sweating yet. The time might come that I do sweat, but his big thing that he was trying to do, or at least what he was messaging me saying that he was trying to do, was that no one on the left funds left-wing creators. No one cares, and no one will help me, and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, I'm still standing by on the, I don't want to help you guys. If you want to help me, like, real talk, help me, go to wherever you're at, and we're going to do this like creepypasta. Go to your nearest library location. Look around the library. Somewhere in the library will be a plexiglass or otherwise set up box. There will be, please donate. Whatever you would want to give to me, put in that box. Your local libraries need you. I'm still alright. Hell, I'm looking for a job currently, but I'm not, like, sweating it yet. Main reason I say go to your local libraries is because Lord knows if you're in America, they need your assistance, and America needs their libraries right now. But I mean, outside of the doom and gloom, the good news is history shows that, you know, it always bends back to the right, or back to the good, one should say, considering in America there's only 2 sides. Huh. Now, I will say a great tragedy did happen, though, y'all, and that one's got me a little sad. Our power grid here is so fucking weak in the south because we keep all our lines above ground. With the changing of the seasons and the hard rush of the wind, y'all, I'm gonna cry. Y'all, go back to 2 days ago and watch the live stream from the in here. Y'all, so much. I lost so much. We lost power, and this is the backup save, which I don't often backup save. My message to y'all, heartfelt message, real message. Back up your games, y'all. Back them up. But there's a silver lining to all things, because even with that, losing the progress we lost, we were on like day 130, y'all. But even with the progress we lost, it just means we won't make the same mistakes. We don't need so many brass or copper golems running about. We don't need to have the weird, like, interconnecting walkways we had. We can just do a nice base outline walkway. And my plan is to sort of make this into a hive area. And then as we go down, widen it out. So, I mean, in a way, you know, silver lining. I'm still sad about the game getting lost, y'all. But we will recover. Somehow, our heart will go on. Okay, I don't like just leaving the copper laying about. There we go. Also, I will say another positive thing about losing the job that I had, which again, rip to that job. I have been forced to upgrade my cell phone after years of not doing it. And with that, I got back onto the Facebook. And I reconnected with quite a few old friends. And realized, my God, anyone that gets their primary news source from Facebook is lost. Y'all, seriously, if you're worried about my well-being or anyone else's, go to your local library, fund any program. They've usually got little pamphlets laying around or little posters laying around about what they're doing. My local library currently has a learning how to speak Spanish thing going, a learning how to speak, I want to say it's German, but I could be mistaken. They've got a foreign language club, they've got morning Tai Chi, they've got several programs for, like, aiming directly for kids, like arts programs, stuff like that. Then they've got several programs aiming specifically at, like, the elderly. Give grandma something to do other than just, you know, stare at Fox News and get steadily more racist. Just saying. There are other options, y'all. Giving up isn't the only option. It's the one the current administration wants you to do. But that's not the only option. When I say fight, I'm not saying with violence, and I would never say to threaten an old person like, you know, some people would. But what I'm saying is fight with knowledge. Fight with enlightenment. Don't try to debate people. In my opinion, it's a waste of time. Now, if you get something out of it, feel free, but I've just never found debate to change people's minds. To quote Fight Club, a movie that so many people misunderstand, when people debate, they tend to just, oh, it's my turn to talk now? Cool. Here's why you're a dumbass, and this is why my point's best, and you eat poop. Refute that. It's like everybody's just going for the gotcha. Everybody's going for the, oh, he looks like a dumbass. Nobody's actually, hey, wait a minute, what source do you say there? Well, I mean, this is what the book's quote says. So what do you mean by that reference you made? Nobody's calling anyone out. I mean, debate used to mean something. It did, long ago. I mean, personally, I feel like before the internet became a big thing was when debate mattered. Because back then, just that. You would have somebody there fact-checking you. But I mean, shit. Who here would be brave enough to go to a church or a Republican convention and when they say something stupid, like, I don't know, the fact that a typical Republican drumbeat since the Reagan era was, oh, well, black people are such a lesser group, but they commit more crimes. And then you pull out the Southern Poverty Law Center statistics or something like that, and suddenly, well, now they're going to get violent with you because they're stupid and they can't refute your point. And that's why debate doesn't really help. Because we would rather keep with a stupid lie that makes us feel better than try to understand things around us. It's depressing, but it's a fact. I mean, hell, y'all, let's be clear. The whole reason I'm on here is to try to get y'all to plant not only trees, but like grasslands. To feed wild animals, not by hand like you think you're a Disney princess, but by leaving caches of food in different places so that the animals can get a meal. Especially considering your parents, your grandparents, or yourself, if you use gardeners, might be putting non-native species out in your yard that, yeah, they look pretty, but they're killing your local ecosystem and you don't even know. You just think you're helping out and making a pretty yard. I'm just here to help where I can and inform. I'm not here to make a buck. Though I do, because I live in a capitalist hellscape, have a Buy Me a Coffee account. And if y'all want to donate to that, fucking poggers, there's a link. If not, cool. I'm not here for that. That would be an awesome byproduct, but the main goal is just, rather than going and watching somebody say a slur and giggle about it and say how that's freedom of speech, maybe come and hang out with me. We can talk about heavy shit, we can talk about real shit, but at the same time, don't come to me with bullshit and expect to be rewarded for it. And in the case of so many people that were hero-worshipping Charlie Kirk, well, he was a father. So was Hitler. So was John Wayne Gacy. So was several other serial killers and terrible people throughout history. Hey, did you know most of the slavers in the South that murdered people and did unspeakably cruel and horrible things, they were also fathers and people? Because surprisingly, life isn't a fucking Disney movie. And typically there aren't really good guys and bad guys. There's people. And there's people that are willing to do a variety of things to get what they want. I mean, that's the most cohesive way I have to deal with the problem of evil. Same with the problem of tolerating intolerance. The reason that I don't really let fascists stick around, the reason if you say slurs and I catch it, I try to get you out of chat immediately, is because it's the Nazi bar analogy. Okay, another great term. Back when I was a kid, Magic the Gathering was an amazing game. Don't immediately go away, y'all. I've got a point with this one. Magic the Gathering was an amazing game. It wasn't that expensive to buy into, though you could make it expensive if you wanted to. And it was just a place that parents could literally drop their kids off at. I was one of those kids that parent had to go to work, just drop them off at the comic shop, and the comic shop person was basically your babysitter. And no, they weren't, because they didn't get paid enough to give a shit. So, you wandered about. But here's the thing. The comic dude might not, watch you, give you lifelong advice, but he also wouldn't be trying to get in your sister's pants. The current world of Magic the Gathering, if you know about the quartering or someone like that, yeah, they get rid of them after they've committed about 2 or 3 offenses. Well, that's 2 or 3 kids that got hurt. And again, I'm not saying hate the Magic community, because I really wish that community would become less dude bros saying how awesome their little bits of cardboard are. But, you know, for that I would suggest, if you want good Magic content, who actually knows something about it, check out Cyrus's channel. He's another Southern creator like myself, but he never got so disgusted as to leave the community, and he's still in it. So when it comes to like Magic lore, he'd be the one I'd suggest going to check out. But that's the thing. They let in 2 or 3 people that, but bro, I just want to make your hobby better. Bro, let me in the, just let me in the gate. I can show you which cards are valuable. I can make your hobby better. And we let them in the space, because most of these groups are very accepting, very gracious and opening groups. And basically now it's a very predatory organization where there's a buy-in for everything, and there's not really a way to get a good, fun, free league going. You gotta buy in, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I mean, hell, everybody wants to bitch about everything being a fucking loot crate or a gamble option. I mean, I agree, that's terrible. How about we fix it? Who's gonna be the first one to offer free service? Who's going to be the first one to offer, hey, let's help out where we can? I mean, I do what I can where I can, and I'm still doing what I can. That's it, y'all. I don't know. There's currently 18 of you here, though, and that's it. 20 of you here. Hell yeah. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Kind of surprised. Not normally getting as many folks. I will have to show off to Sukun when he gets on later and messages with me. But yeah, y'all. As far as like current affairs, I've been kind of wiped out from biking a lot and taking care of the animals here, trying to get cleanup, caught up from, quite honestly, I'm realizing now, years of just putting things off and waiting until I get a day off from work, I mean, y'all, I got so much denim here that I'm working with right now to make like purses, pockets. I'm working on, I don't know if y'all are familiar with Assassin's Creed, but that little, to me I call it a mini cape, because it's like you got a cape, but you only half committed to the cape. I got one of those that I've just now been taking some Sharpie to and committing. I got the front side of it decked out with the old ones from Cult of the Lamb. I got the back side. Yeah, I got the front side with that. I got the back side set up with the actual, like, little logo that you get to get new fleece outfits. And I'm gonna I can't decide yet. I really can't. Part of me's like, okay, now I take, both these together and then cut them down like the old suede coats you could buy at the Native American trading posts. What up, football quiz? Neat name. But yeah, either cut them down like that, or whether I should just keep it as like a little shoulder cape and attach it to the denim jacket. Like I said, there's a half dozen little designs I'm doing for bigger things, and then some designs I'm just looking at for little small fun giveaway things. The biggest challenge I'm having now is just how do I pack more hours into a day. Oh, and because I haven't pulled away since the great loss before, figured I should show y'all what my avatar looks like now, because I changed up the hair a bit for funsies. Let me find something I can drop, because I'm not leaving copper behind. Okay, nothing can climb up from there. Okay. Give me a second. I just realized I have no inventory space either. Okay, that should be enough drop to be able to get all the armor off. But yeah, I went with front pigtails to sort of match the current mood I'm going with. And a handlebar mustache because I'm kind of working on one, but I keep sticking with like the more villainous mustache, unintentionally at times. And I think that my golems are invisible. Not positive, but it feels like they might be. I don't think anything can shoot through there. I hope not, at least. But yeah, y'all, if I can figure out how to go live later when I do the Dremel carving, I will try to do a live, because I've got a camera stand, so that problem is set. Now I've got the whole third arm to do the mounts while I do the carving. My biggest thing is just, you know, muting it so I'm not deafening anyone, because the Dremel does get a little loud. But the first one for our maiden give it a shot voyage is going to be taking this fun gnarled limb I've got and trying to make a walking stick out of it. And that'll be just as soon as I get the cleanup done here around the house. So probably about an hour or so after we cut the stream here. Hmm. Eat it. Mm-mm. Hello, hello. Give me just a second. Okay. Hello, hello. Fresh meat Axel. Okay, that should set this one up pretty good. Then again, I might just hang out in the house today, because right now my knee is still screaming at me. Alright, Alex, it's good to have you on stream with us. Well, and chat with us. I gotta be upsetting those damn phantoms. Let's see if we can, well... Let's see if this works, or if these will just let me fall through. Okay, they work. That's very sweet, but I'm still waiting for my sister to play. Or my nephew. Either of them, actually. But I promised them ages ago, before we even had these expansions, that they'd be the first ones I played multiplayer with. Later on today, I'll be getting on Soul Calibur. If you want to do a versus thing, just let me know. We could do that. We got about 9 minutes left where I'm going to be cutting the stream off. I'm overjoyed to see 42 of you here with us today. I'm genuinely amazed. I don't know what I did to be so special in y'all's algorithm. I guess nobody else is streaming at the moment, but I thank you. And I'll be back a little bit later for a Soul Calibur stream. We got like 3 more characters to beat the main one, and if anyone comes in chat wanting to do versus there, I'll more than happily take on all competitors in Soul Calibur. For this one, we're going to try to widen this shaft out to meet with the ground. I thank you anyway, but like I said, when it comes to this game in particular, I kind of made a pact with a family member that I'm waiting for patiently. I appreciate it though. I need to make more of those little thingies. Alrighty, we will sign off here for now. We're almost back to day 100. That's pretty cool, actually. And the base is almost back to its former glory. It's going to take a while to get back to where we was at, though. And as soon as daybreak comes, I appreciate it. And as soon as daybreak comes on the game, and I'm actually up here to catch it, we will try to go. I was just like, security breach. What the damn hell now? I'm assuming we're still good. Dang invisible golem's gonna get me killed. And we'll have to maybe put that staircase in proper. Alright, looks like next time we get on, we should have daylight to actually play in. Y'all be good, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Again, I'm overjoyed 44 of y'all decided to come out and see me. I appreciate y'all, for real. Thank y'all, and we'll see you later. Bye for now, y'all.